What's up?
Hello.
Hey, everybody out there in YouTube land. What's going on?
How's it going?
Looks like
What'd
we
you
got
guys think of that intro? Did you like it?
noise. Steve says noise. Look at y'all getting fancy, says Alfred. Yes, we are, Alfred.
Shannon made that all by himself.
Well, I had some help, but from YouTube, gathering pictures and sounds and all that good stuff. So,
Hi, Bethany. How are you, honey?
other than that, how is everyone doing? Thank you, Steve.
Happy Labor Day.
Happy Labor Day. Hopefully everybody's had a good day. And as you can see, we're kind of a small panel tonight because we've got, some people out still traveling. And Paula's probably not going to show her face because, as your daughter's asking, because she's not feeling very well. So we kind of forced her to come on here anyway because we can't do it without her.
Oh, yeah, you could.
But yeah, so thanks, Angie. So let's say hello to some people. We had our first person in here from Cairo, Egypt. So I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I'm going to say Lead Ismail, maybe. Hi, welcome. Joseph C., Daniel Baker, Chris E., Wally Koss, Angie Crowell is here, Paula Hampton. What's going on? Daniel Baker, Steve Boyd, I said a minute ago. Ant's here. Good to see you. Alfred's here. Scott Holiday's in the house. Who else? Indigon Demon's in here. Good to see you. Joey K, there he is. Treasure Charger's coming in. Hey, buddy. Good to see you. Jim Cantor. Chief Stacker. Okay, now everybody's rolling in.
Shumar. Oh my gosh,
Shumar. What's going on? Good evening, strangers. Very good evening. Very good to see you. Let's see. Where was? Now I've lost my train of thought. Highway Star, Juan Velasquez. Who else am I missing? James Glassford's here. Michael Godspeed. Orgulo. Big Todd. Yep. Kyle Preston.
In case you guys didn't know, Jeffrey Shumar Coin Chest is one of the OGs of the live coin Q&A.
It's definitely OG. You gotta go back and watch some of the older videos to see. And he's actually a great influence on anyone who likes to collect progressive.
He's got some really nice stuff.
Things. So yeah, definitely very nice.
Sindelicious I have bought from Shumar. Some of my favorite things.
He's bought a few things for me, I think. So
very cool.
Coining around, welcome. Yeah, and I think wasn't he with you when you scratched the heck out of that?
Oh yes, he was. We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about it except for in big circles when there's lots of people. Just to give you a hard time.
Yes, we got to visit Tim Rathjen and got a tour of Newman, his coin sorting machine. It was amazing. We had a blast. It was a good time.
Right, exactly. That was a good video, actually.
Spent some time with Dustin Morgan, and yeah, we had lots of fun.
Very nice.
Delicious. Cindy is also OG.
Yeah,
she's been around from birth, from our birth.
There's a lot of people in the chat that are definitely OG from way back when everything started. And it's great that everybody has come back and keeps coming back, and we appreciate that. Yes, I'm old, says Cindy. We're all old.
And we had a comment in the very beginning from Chris E. It's tough in real life finding people interested in errors to talk to. Well, you have come to the right place, Chrissy.
That is correct. We also had Ant had a random question. Would a planchet flaw keep a coin from a higher grade? The coin itself is basically 67, 68. Planchet flaw is on the shoulder.
I think we should let Shumar answer that question. You know, Jeffrey, if you ever want to come back, the door is always open.
Absolutely.
Let us know. No, my camera's working, Bethany. I have a splitting headache, honey. I just don't feel good, so I don't want to be on camera.
That's right. Papa Giorgio says no one is old, just seasoned, and that is correct.
That's right. Joe McBride.
So Planchet flaws? I'm guessing it's not
Planchet
supposed
flaws.
to, right?
Yeah, it probably could. That's what I
It
would.
most certainly, in most cases, deduct grade at the TPG. That's what
It probably would take away from that eye appeal for sure.
Mm.
On the eye appeal, but yeah, I agree. I think it would mess with the overall grade of the coin.
Even like a big mint, big error like a ragged fisher or something like that.
Yeah.
Defective planchet. It's definitely gonna. I don't know if it's supposed to, but it does.
Right. Hey, Eunice. Well, what have we got going on?
What have we got?
Anybody have any kinds of announcements? There's ATOG. What's up, buddy?
I have a coin show in my town this weekend. It's probably going to be like 3 tables. But there's one bigger dealer that'll be there, West Coast Coins. So I'm looking forward to meeting him. I'm going to just take some stickers and go over there and check it out. Hopefully Bethany will go with me.
Well, a small coin show is better than no coin show.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go check it out and see. So that'll be fun.
There's Joe Sharp Eye. What's up, buddy? Oh, big announcement. If anyone didn't know, today is Freddie Mercury's birthday.
Oh.
I think he would have been, 76? So.
Well, happy birthday, Freddie Mercury.
Happy heavenly birthday.
The Queen.
I will not be selling staplers and lessons.
What's up, Silver Slinky? Good to see you.
Yeah, Schumacher said, and even in some cases, they've been known to give details grades if it's significant. So.
Yeah, that would kind of make sense, especially if it was one of the, like you're saying, like a ragged fisher or something.
I actually had that ragged fisher on that 34 Denver FS 101.
Mm-hmm.
They graded it MS64 brown with the mint error. So
yeah, they're supposed to grade the struck portion of the coin only.
Yeah.
So, but it makes sense if they're judging the eye appeal of the coin. I don't know.
Right.
Chief Stacker, that's a cool coin.
As an error collector, I don't think they should. If it's being given now, if you're sending it in and you don't put that you want the error designation put on the coin, I imagine then that would probably give it a big deal.
Correct.
So if you send it in with the error designation, then I think they should grade around that.
But. Right.
I like that 1925 Stone Mountain DDO. That's pretty cool.
Did you just? Sorry. I was going to say, Chief Stacker, did you just pick that up like within the last probably day or two? Because I think I saw that, and it was a pretty nice coin. But I was actually going after the Columbus commemorative from the same guy with a repunch date on it. So. And the Stone Mountain was a little more expensive, so there you go.
Stone Mountain it's a more pricey coin for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
It's a nice DDO though.
Yeah. Oh, we got it from Joe Durbin. Okay, even better.
Nice, Chief.
And what were you going to say, Paula? Sorry, I interrupted you.
I forgot. Oh, just make sure, Aunt, if you send it in, that you put down that you want that error designation. You can send us pictures of it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So we have a lot of new people in the room that maybe haven't been here before. We could tell them what we do here. Janet?
So what we do here is we are the live coin Q&A, part of the panel. There are some other individuals that are on the panel, and you will see them come in and out periodically, irregularly. And what we do is we try to educate everyone that we can on everything that we know coin wise, numismatic, anything with coins or bills, all that kind of stuff. And what we do that's kind of special is we allow everyone to send pictures of your coins into our panel, and we will, take a look at them, and either, we'll definitely respond back to you either through email, or we may tell you, hey, we're gonna go over your coin on the show, which is what we're going to do tonight. We're going to show off a bunch of people's coins and explain what they have or help them confirm what they might have. And yeah, we just like to, it's basically all education through our channel. So if you like that, spread the word, let people come in, and there's a lot to go through and a lot to learn, but it's definitely fun. It's a good journey for sure. I know I have learned a ton from this group prior to being on this group, and still learning every day from this group. So,
hey, you've done pretty good at cherry picking. You're sending me some nice stuff.
Yeah, I've been sending Adam a few.
You're learning from the right person. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, exactly. The cherry picking ghoul. It's kind of like a cherry picking fool, only he's the ghoul. But
you have an email address where you can send your coin questions or your currency questions to.
Yes, we do.
We have a video that will, if you want to send us a question, it's really a good idea if you watch that video on how to submit questions. It'll tell you the types of pictures and how we want the pictures to look when you send them to us. We have a website. We have a bunch of information down in the description of our video below. Make sure that you like this video and subscribe to us if you haven't already. And after the show, leave a comment. That'd be awesome. Let us know if there's anything we can improve on or how you liked the show. That'd be awesome.
Joey has a good question. Coins in the old green holder, PCGS holders, crack them out for upgrades or keep them in the original holder? Well, here's the thing. What I would do is send it in for reconsideration to PCGS, and they will keep it in the holder, and they'll look at it, and they'll see if it's going to upgrade. Then they'll crack it out, but you'll get your upgrade. If not, they'll keep it in the green holder, and you won't have to worry about them cracking it out. Now, you still have to pay for it, but right now they're doing a special till September 30th. So check that out.
Thanks, Nancy.
Nancy. Thank you
so much. Thank you. Thanks, you guys, for coming in.
Showing some love.
Appreciate it. But another thing that you have to, there's a lot to that question. Some people collect those old green holders in themselves can be very collectible.
Yes, a lot of people cack them too.
They had pretty high standards back in the day. So sometimes those can actually, so because because their standards were so high, a lot of times the coins will upgrade. But yeah, you have to, I think it depends on the coin, and there's lots of factors to it for sure.
And CAC is another option, because if you send it in CAC and it comes back with a gold CAC sticker, you're talking some serious dough there. So.
Yeah, I like the old holders. I really like the old holders. So.
But Paulie,
thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Tupac.
Yeah, thank you guys. Awesome. But Paulie, you like to collect all the boxes that they come in.
I do. I collect the PCGS boxes. I do collect oddball stuff. I mean, I collect. I'm very I don't know how eclectic, I guess. I don't know how you would describe it. I collect a lot of exonumia. I collect books. I like to find old numismatic books that are signed. I have a lot of those. But yeah, I do. I collect the old PCGS boxes, all kinds of stuff. So
Do you care if I share something that I saw on YouTube the other day that was really informative about CAC?
No,
Sure.
go ahead.
Let me find it here. I'll find
What's up, Ringo? Perry Martin, hello, welcome.
I know, Shumar. I almost bought one the other day, and I'm sure you know which one it was. I think it was an AU58. I almost bought it. I thought about it, and then by the time I came back, somebody snagged it. They don't last long. A patriotic token. It's beautiful. Old ripped up penny wrappers, not so much, Paul.
Not so much.
Not so much. I actually do have some old penny wrappers, though. They're not ripped up, but I do have some old penny wrappers.
Oh, sorry.
Wanted Seth Chandler with
my fault. Sorry. Let me get the clip for you, though, here.
Joey said the odds are if you send into CAC, you probably receive the gold one.
It does sound like a sound you're making when you're choking. CAC. So, real quick, you want me to? I can go through the announcements real quick, Adam, while you're finding that.
Okay, I found it. I posted it in the chat. It is. Let me just go ahead and explain. It was John Albanese, the founder of CAC, and he was talking about what he thinks, what he uses to determine if a coin is CAC approved for toning and all that, and it's really informative. They did he did an interview with let's see here. I think it's,
was that in like Slab Lab or one of those?
No. It was what's his name here? Witter Coin did a Witter Coin did an interview with him.
Okay.
And it was really good. It was very informative.
Nice.
So,
now, if you guys haven't seen the PCGS YouTube page, they've got they do a thing called Slab Lab on there, and I really like those shows too. So, anyway, I'm going to go through a couple announcements, and then we will get to, unless anybody has anything else they want to talk about.
No, Amanda.
No. Okay.
Anything on the new quarters yet? Haven't heard anything yet.
Oh, they have the new designs out.
Right.
Yeah, you haven't seen them?
We've been seeing it.
I haven't been seeing them yet. I haven't even seen one posted yet.
The Vita Dar one is my favorite. Let me see if I can find it.
The which one? What?
The Vita Idar.
The Vita. Oh.
Vita. Hang on. I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna pull up.
I don't know. People have been sending in pictures of some things though that they've thought they found something.
JOVITAADAR. Let's see. Where are the new women's quarters? Let me go to news.
Angie's been hunting quarters this weekend and got a bunch of crap. Well, I will tell you
at least it's not crap.
That's right. I've been hunting a few quarters, and I've got like 5 of the Harper's Ferry double die reverses that I probably have to send to Amanda so she can figure out which ones they are for me, since she's good at that. They're tough.
So here are the new. They don't have them. Let me grab. Can I open that picture bigger? Guess I can't. According to design selection, they don't have individual pictures here, I guess. So there's the new women's quarters designs. Let me expand that out. Is that better?
That's better.
So this is the Vita Idar, and all of these.
Cool.
Yeah, and it looks like these. There's a bunch of words on her shirt, and it looks like they're going to be incused. I can't really tell if they're going to be incused or if her name is going to be incused, but it's pretty simple.
Yeah.
But they've got like EPU, all of the normal stuff on her shirt there, and then there's other things. But the designs are really, really cool. I really like
the Roosevelt design is very busy.
It's very busy.
Very
It's very busy. I can see some amazing die clashes coming out of that one.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the other side with that globe on it?
Mm-hmm.
It would be awesome.
Oh my God.
So yeah. So those are if you go to the US Mint website and go to news, you can read all about the different designs and stuff like that. So it's really cool.
I might have to meet up with Shumar if I go to that ANA show next year.
In Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh.
Nice.
When is it?
I think that one is in the summer.
Oh.
So we got the Phoenix show. That is in the spring.
Well, I still am hoping that we can all maybe make it to Arizona. We'll see how that goes.
That would be sweet.
But yeah, Jeffrey, if you just shoot me a message or one of us a message, and if you want, we can add you back to the chat and everything. Last night we found 8. Oh, nice. Very cool. You've been finding a lot of those. They've been finding a lot of 74D Kennedy FS.
That's why you buy those boxes. You get the boxes and go through them. You can find all.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I have a hard time watching them do that though, because there's so many other ones I want them to look for, and they don't look for them.
Right.
So he said he's coming. He's going to be coming back to San Diego or back to California, and on his way he's going to stop here. He said he's going to bring me a box of $50 to go through. It'll take me a week, so he better unpack his bags. So
that'd be a good one.
No, it won't take that long. But anyway, I'm going to add this to the stream. We're going to go through our regular spiel.
Hey, Jay.
So you are at the live coin Q&A on September 5th, 2022, and we're so glad to have you guys here. Thank you very much for coming and hanging out. We like to tell everybody that they should join the ANA, the American Numismatic Association. It is our national coin club. With your ANA, there are membership perks. There are special events. You receive free admission to the World's Fair of Money and the National Money Show. There are video, podcasts, blogs, coin collecting tips, online research tools, games, quizzes, and everything numismatic. You will enjoy exclusive discounts on ANA seminars and money museum auctions, coin collecting publications, books, supplies, collection, insurance, and much more. And on our last live stream, Michael Kittle was on, and he actually talked about the insurance that somebody offers through the ANA. So you guys should check it out if you're traveling or going to any coin shows or anything. The virtual money museum exhibits, you get to explore spectacular collections of coins and paper money from the nation's largest numismatic museum. There's educational programs, access the best educational programs in the hobby, webinars and seminars, lectures, correspondence courses, and much more. You also get a subscription to the Numismatist, 12 issues of coin collecting's premier magazine delivered digitally or to your doorstep. Now with the gold membership, you get the digital version. If you want to upgrade to the platinum, I think it's $15 more, and you will get the printed version. And we actually give away one ANA sponsored gold membership a month. So make sure it's usually the third Monday of the month. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you to the ANA. If you do decide to join, please mention that you were referred by the Litecoin Q&A. That'd be amazing. Another great group is CONECA, Combined Organization of Numismatic Era Collectors of America. Your membership perks with them, you get a subscription to the club's award-winning journal Aeroscope, which is fantastic. It's one of my favorite publications. You get it 6 times a year. A free U.S. variety coin, a repunchment mark, or a double die when you join, only for first-time members. You get a club membership card, an invitation to the annual Airorama, including the awards banquet, the annual meeting, and the Cherry Pickers contest, which Adam is going to do one of these days. Access to the members-only area of the CONECA website, where you can view electronic back issues of Aeroscope from 2004 through the current issue. And one of our panel members actually is going to be getting a CONECA award, which is exciting. You can also join our Coin Q&A Facebook group. It's a great alternative to sending your questions into our email. They tend to be answered faster. You can post as many questions, coin questions, currency questions, whatever that you want on there. Make sure when you go to join, it is a private group, so we run a pretty tight ship there. Make sure that you answer all the membership questions and agree to the group rules. So, and that's it. Anybody have anything to say? Okay.
No?
Yes,
I was going to say, yes, I was actually going to say, I wonder if we should get in touch with Kaneka and see if they would like to give away a few memberships.
Well, maybe we will. Yay, live stream from Paula's house. Probably we might do that.
There you go.
You can't come here and not. Of course, we're going to go live. Anyway. Okay. Our first question. Want to go top to bottom reading these?
Yeah, we'll go top to bottom. That sounds fun. So our first one is from LaDonna P. Progression Strikethrough. Looking for some help on these progression feeder finger / strikethroughs. Found these all from 2 boxes I got from the bank. Just wanted some expert opinions on them and some advice on getting them graded or not worth grading.
Great
and these
design.
are cool examples of that.
I love that design.
Field restricted type of strike through.
Yeah, look at
through his
that.
belly there.
That's huge. That was a big one.
That is a big
Very
one.
nice.
So with these, she mentioned progressions. There's not really progressions on these. With progressions, you're talking more along the lines of die cracks, die chips, things like that. This is kind of a one and done deal, although it can happen over multiple coins because it does damage the die, and that grease can stick to the die and strike many coins. The only progression I would think about on this would be the first strike with the grease, and then the grease gradually
getting more.
Yeah.
Going
away. But that's not what I would consider a typical progression.
Right, because the shapes are going to change. That grease is going to take different forms, and it may be all over different areas of the coin.
Yeah, even the feeder finger scratches or scrapes are going to wear down as time goes by. Or if they catch it on the die, they'll take the die out and maybe, try to braid that away, clean up the die a little bit. But that's not your typical, what you would typically call a progression. Right. That's kind of progressing in the opposite direction.
Digression.
Digression. It's a digression.
Hey, wow.
Hey, digression.
Digression. Very nice. We're coining some new phrases.
These are very cool, though. I don't think they're worth being graded. You have to look at the overall condition of the coin itself. And yeah, I wouldn't. And they tend to be a little bit more on the common side with the more modern coins. They seem to be happening a lot. I think it's the change in the horizontal die setup.
But also not to say that if you were going to try to sell it, that type of error kind of explains itself. You don't necessarily need a slab that costs you.
This coin would sell pretty easy by itself.
Correct. Right.
Now, if you have like one of those crazy back quarters or something like that, that's something that I would consider grading because we've seen those sell for a lot of money. Now, you don't have to because it'll sell itself.
Yeah.
But for me, I would collect it. It would be in my collection, so I would grade it, if that makes any sense. So grading is all kind of one of those things. It's, if you want to keep it in your collection, then you can certainly do that if you want.
Yeah, 100%. And there's always Annex that you can send them to. Or ICG if you want to go really cheap and you don't really care about the grade. You just want to get it in a slab. ICG is really cheap.
I can't grade.
I can't grade, but they are better than they used to be. I think they started off okay, and then they got really bad, and then I think they're kind of getting a little bit better, but they've changed hands a lot. We were actually this was brought up in another stream last night too. So out of the 4, ICG's your last one. But some people would argue with that. Some people actually would argue with that. They would say ICG's 3rd on the list, but I like Anix.
And what about PCI? Let's just throw that out here right now.
Let's not throw that out there. That is insignificant.
Well, no, I want to throw it out there because, people sometimes they see a graded holder and they're like, oh, graded coin, great, it's worth more or whatever. And a lot of times, it's in those PCI holders, and that's they're pretty horrible. So
sometimes you get some really nice toning in PCI holders too.
You can actually pick up some pretty nice coins in PCI and ICG. You'd buy the coin. You can get them for pretty cheap because people know they just don't sell. So
that's what I was going to say. Make sure,
but be careful because you might have problem coins too.
You could have problem coins. Absolutely. You have to know what you're looking at. You just always have to know what you're buying. For sure.
We have a 1972 double die from Kenneth C. Sean and panel. I have a 1972 doubled die, please.
With a D.
Yeah.
Doubled die.
In God we trust. The coin is in very nice red condition and never been sent to any grading service. I've had this coin in my collection for 30 years, and I was wondering what could be the possible value. The reverse is just as nice as the face of the coin. My camera zoom isn't the best, but you can zoom up closer and see the doubling in the letters. I would really appreciate it if you would get back to me on this.
Oh, sorry. I was reading Schumar's thing. He said, I've actually cherry-picked some really nice coins in ICG and PCI holders that are now PCGS holders. Yep. You can get them for good prices. Oh, nice chocolate brown.
Yeah, it's a nice coin. He's had it hidden away for a while.
That's definitely a double die.
Mm-hmm.
Did we determine which one?
I think I did. But I don't remember which one I said it was.
It looks like 103.
It's in good condition. I mean,
let's see.
Do we have Liberty?
Oh, we don't have the reply. I can't find the reply on that. Yeah, hang on. Sorry. Oops. No.
Okay. It looks like number 3 to me, but
Ant's saying, is that number 3 or is that
it's not Master Hub? This is definitely Master Hub.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah. David Carla.
I don't even reply on that. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to look and see if I can find it. We'll go with 3.
Did you look?
If I could see Liberty, I'd be able to tell if it was number 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think there was a close-up of Liberty, was there?
Let's see here.
I don't know if this. Yeah, it is a really, really nice, nice double die for sure. No, see that T? Look at that last T in Trust, Ant, and you can tell just by looking at that. And actually, if you look at on master die doubling, it has like the tops of look like there's like, I don't know how to describe it, like little skinny on the top, look like little twigs on the top, so little sticks. It's really, really skinny there.
There's sometimes a die gouge in the S of trust also on the top loop of it. That's a good indicator that you have
These pictures are pretty blurry.
master doubling. My best guess is number 3 because I'm looking at it and it looks really good for number 3. But without seeing Liberty, I can't be certain because number 3 and number 8 are pretty similar to each other.
Oh wait, we did have. Hang on a second.
Yeah, I don't see the answer.
Definitely a double die for sure. Very nice.
As long as everyone could see what it was we're looking at. Scratch and Go, you are at the live coin Q&A, buddy. Good
How's
to have
it going, Scratch and Go? Very cool.
Scratch and Go.
Oh, it's my turn.
Sweet, your turn.
From Jim C. Is this a capped die or a Brockage strike? I've been told both. Also at about 11 o'clock on the obverse rim, there's a ding. Wondering if that is damage or the result of a strike through.
Wow.
Yeah, this is a really cool. He actually had 2. The other one was also a struck through die cap, but this is a different one. I mean, it's so struck through die cap is a pretty generic term. This one actually has a brockage, which means that die cap was struck by another struck coin that made its way into the chamber.
So there was actually the coin that was stuck on the die.
It was already struck,
and there was another coin that went in on top of the planchet.
Yeah.
And all of that smushed down to make the strike.
Yeah. So it's got the mirror incused image of the memorial on it there. And as it strikes more and more coins, this is a mid stage. So it's already struck through a bunch of coins, struck a bunch of coins. That memorial image stretches out and stretches out and stretches out. You don't always see that, the image on the reverse. There's several different types of struck through die caps. That's a pretty generic term. I mean, you can have clashed die caps, you can have brockage die caps. So that's probably why he heard both terms, because it's both.
And that ding at the top, that's probably
damage. Yeah, that's just damage, unfortunately. It's unfortunate damage.
But still.
But this obviously made it, it's been around town.
Yeah, look at the circulation on the reverse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it did not get caught. So,
got spots on it too.
Which kind of shows you a little bit about how small this niche is in the hobby.
Right.
We're collecting, because this coin has passed through thousands, if not millions of hands before it was finally pulled out of circulation and saved. Oh, thank you.
I mean, it's kind of difficult if you didn't kind of know what you were looking at or didn't care. It just looks like damage, like it's, something you pick up in the parking lot. Oh, look at that. Okay. So, yeah.
So, Nico, we really, really shy away from trying to give values, especially on error coins. The best thing we tell people to do is to go onto GreatCollections or Heritage Auctions or even eBay sold listings and search for this type of error and try to find one in about the same condition and look at sold listings. It really, really is. There's so many factors that depend.
There's a lot of
this is not going to sell as well as one that was pulled out of circulation earlier or was in better condition. But it is still a really good example.
Yeah.
So and it's hard for us too. Like we really shy away from trying to give grades estimated grades and things like that, because we're looking at pictures. We don't have the coins in hand, so but we can tell you where to go to look. And
we do that several times a day when we do emails.
Yes.
A lot of people have that question.
What is up?
So yeah.
Thank you everybody for being here tonight. We appreciate you so much.
Eric, loose coins. What's up?
It's Amanda's turn.
2022 Sally Ride quarter DDR from Original ATOG Coins. I figured I'd pass this along in case you wanted to share it. Found this in a coin hunt recently and it looks like a DDR. I don't know of any official listings on it. I may send it in for review. Thanks for the awesome streams.
And thank you, ATOG, for putting our name out there, because I've seen a few comments that you've put out, and we appreciate that.
Oh, that's so awesome. Isn't that? I don't know who that ATOG guy is. That is awesome. I really like seeing that. It always, makes me super. So do you guys remember that we saw one of these when these first came out a long time ago, and they were told it was a die gouge, and we argued that fact? Because I remember going, it sure looks like that pointy area on that collar.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. That
little pointy area there on her shoulder. Same shape as the tip of that collar up there by her neck.
Yeah. And I will say that kind of, that spot where, go back. Oh, sorry. Back to that picture real quick. So see that spot as you go up her collar that kind of puffs out, and that's on like every coin. So don't think of that as being doubling on there, because it kind of sticks out, but that's part of the design, I think. But yeah.
So this is the follow-up. Amanda?
Funny enough, I got an email from James Wiles today on this coin. According to him, it looks like a newly listed DDR now. I decided to skip Kaneka this time and just send it in for review. I'll send a copy of the letter when I get it in the mail.
That's awesome.
Nice. Yeah. Very nice. So, ATOG, you sent it directly to James?
Yeah, I sent it directly to James without going through Kaneka or anything. Yeah, so, which is awesome. Yeah, because when he first sent the email, I replied and I said, I think we've talked about this coin before, and I think it's a DDR. I don't agree. So you could send it, blah, blah, blah. And that's when he sent the reply. Funny thing is, I did, and here's the result.
Yep, absolutely.
So you guys keep an eye out on your Sally Ride quarters, because congratulations, Original ATOG. This is a new listing. This is
very awesome.
DDR 001.
Well, I'm gonna be sending that thing that I found in pretty soon here, which is in a totally different area, kind of. But
Big Red, what's up? How's it going? He said I did send it directly to him. That's so awesome. Congratulations. This is really exciting. We love this. So if you guys ever send us things and you follow through and get them attributed or anything like that, we love having these updates. So this is amazing. And and your name will now be in the books forever.
Indigo Demon, no, I don't have any doubling on dimes yet. I haven't been able to find anything new there, but I've got some die clashes that are on Mad Die Clashes that are on dimes that are really cool. So, yeah. What is the thing? Oh, it's my turn. Oh, sorry, I was reading Paul Hampton. I'm from Wally K, Unusual 1964 D Quarter. Dear Mr. Sean, the videos are great. I feel like I know you. The dates of your birthday and your father's was something else, but down to business. I imagine you get a lot of emails from people who think they have something when in fact they do not. I hope I do not waste your time. I am going through boxes of coins that my mom left me 15 years ago when she passed. I am 67. This is the only coin that really stood out over 400 1976 quarters, 200 Susan B. Anthony's, and 100 or so Sacagawea dollars. As you can see from the pictures, there are many errors on the coin, and it is disfigured a bit as well. The edge goes from normal to thin on one side, but what I think makes the coin possibly very special is the weight and composition. First, it appears to be silver as there is no copper on the edge, but this coin only weighs 5.0 grams. I first weighed a normal 1964D on my scale, and it was 6.2 grams, which is within tolerance.
Okay, that weight right there is a huge thing, you guys. So
yeah,
5.0.
I then weighed my special 64D, and it is only 5 grams. I then tried to find what weighed 5 grams in 1964, and there was nothing. From NGC, please see picture titled Source 5G. Could this quarter be stamped on a planchet for a 1945 Jefferson nickel? Wow, that would be something. I really do not know if this coin is just a mess or one of a kind.
So first off, you guys know you're not going to get a 45, a 64 struck on a 45. Just that's way out of reach.
That's kind of left. Yeah, kind of left.
But he was really close. Really close. This is amazing. This is an amazing find.
Struck on dime stock, correct?
No.
Oh.
It's on a nickel planchet. It's 5.0.
Oh, okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why there's no showing of the copper on the edge, because it's
okay. Very cool.
Coin. Very nice.
A 64 Kennedy struck on a 64 nickel planchet.
Yeah, because what weighs 5?
A nickel.
No nickel.
A nickel. And now, so you guys know, I actually did some research on this. And out of all of the years and things for this type of error, this is one of the more common ones. So for some reason in 64, there was a batch of nickels. And of course, could it be because there was a buttload of 64 nickels minted? Probably.
Correct, yes.
And they do use those. So when the planchets are put into the big cloth bags or buckets or whatever, and they're being transported to their next station, which would be the striking chamber, sometimes the planchets can get stuck in the little crevices, and they use them for every denomination. They don't separate like this. These bins are for nickels. These bins are for quarters. These bins are for dimes. They reuse them for just whatever is available. So sometimes the planchets can get hidden in the little nooks and crannies in there, and they just get dumped, because they all just get dumped and sent down the line into the striking chamber. So
right.
Also, be careful not to handle it with your fingers.
Yeah.
So, like this person is doing, right?
That's probably not the best idea. You always want to. If you have any questions about a coin that you have, put a glove on.
So the reason for it having one side a smooth edge and one side not would be because that planchet probably was up against the collar for part of it, but it was too small to reach the other side.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's not enough metal. So
yeah,
the quarter chamber, the quarter collar
is
bigger. The quarter striking chamber is bigger, and that nickel planchet, that metal had to spread out, and it just didn't. That's why you see, there's weaving on one side. But that's why you see these all stretched out and deformed there.
Mm-hmm. Why it's a little thinner on that side, because that's the way it was.
But that metal flowed. It didn't. There was nothing stopping it there, so it just flowed and just kept stretching out.
Right.
Similar to like a coin being struck without a collar or a broad struck or something like that.
Joey
It
saying,
would be cool if it was an RPM too.
Joey's saying it's so strange though. The 64 quarters are silver, 64 Jeffersons are not. ? Correct, they are not. And so it's not a silver coin.
No.
But a nickel is also, if she's looking at it and saying, I don't see any copper on the edge.
Yeah.
Because a nickel's not a clad coin.
It's an alloy.
Yeah. So that's why the mistake of, it's silver all the way around. Yes, it is, but it's silver only in color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And 64D has a lot of FS listed varieties. You never know. Maybe check just to see. You never know. Might have a FS listed variety on there too.
How funny would that be? No, I actually did look close at.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of zoomed in on "In God We Trust" and "Liberty," but I didn't see anything.
It's very cool.
Really in great shape.
Wally said, after I realized it was a nickel, I could easily see the difference next to a silver coin. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a little, it's like a darker, probably, color.
I'm so glad that you sent us a picture of that, though, and sent your question to Wally. That's really exciting to see that and be able to feature that type of error, because you don't see it every day. Mm-hmm. Even though, like I said, that that's a more common date to have this on, it's still not a common error. So it's definitely a prize for sure.
Yeah.
And we're very honored to be able to have that on the show for sure. So.
Yeah. So thanks.
From Joey K, 1988 Wide AM. Hi guys. During my weekly coin roll hunting, I finally came across a variety I've been hunting for quite some time. Haven't we all? It's misunderstood variety. That's the silly name, the 1988 Wide AM, laugh out loud. And in fact, all 1988s are Wide AMs.
Yes, they are.
This one is so clear. No second guessing on this one. Unfortunately, it has condition issues and is not really too bad. The strike is very good. You guys ever find one of these? Thanks.
No.
No.
No, but it's a great find.
It is a great
and
find.
Typically, when you find these, it is pretty clear. Just so you guys know. There usually is no second guessing on that FG.
Yep, right there. Guarantee it.
Because it's got the little tail that goes down.
It's bigger, bolder. Yeah, it's got the serifs. It's got the crossbar thing, and
yep. Thought 80
all 88. So listen. This drives every single error and variety collector bonkers. Variety collectors, I will say, because every 88, 88D, 88P has a wide AM. It's the FG, the designer initials, that are different. That's what you need to look at. They should be calling it the RDV variety, reverse design variety. They should not be calling it a wide AM.
Right.
But they did.
So yeah.
Still a very nice variety, and
it is a great variety.
Yep.
Protect it, because these are zinc lens and already have some condition issues. So I would definitely get this in a airtight and keep it protected.
The first AM states will on the wide and close AMs. But for this variety, the 88 and the 88D, you don't need to look at states or America. You just need to look at that FG. That's it. Because it has nothing to do with states or America. That's the normal wide AM reverse. Everything about that is the normal wide AM reverse.
So,
Joey, I do think that the coin would probably straight grade. It would not grade very high though, because you got a lot of carbon spots on it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I think
it
it's.
would
I think it
probably
would
go to
straight grade.
details grade.
You think it would?
I think it would. I think it would get corrosion or something.
I mean, it's possible, but
It's got
I
like
see
some
some
kind
of
of
these.
staining, like
Yeah, the staining on the reverse there.
mhm.
Yeah, but I think that it's possible it could still get a straight grade. It's certainly worth a shot. Try it out.
I mean, I would put it, if you don't grade it, I would buy some type of airtight capsule
For
or
sure.
something like
For
that to
sure.
put it in.
Yes, definitely.
So,
Because that corrosion right there on God and we, that's only going to get worse. So.
right.
yeah, it's on the building too. So.
Right there on the top of the memorial.
And it does have plating issues. You can see it's got little plating issues. So all of those are going to be eventually become a problem. It's compromised for sure.
Definitely.
But that, I mean, there's just no. How much are they worth? Let's look at PCGS real quick.
I was looking. This coin.
That's a Philly, right?
It's a Philly. In a red grade, which this would not get red. If it was this would probably be red brown.
Whoops, I didn't want to do that.
And you're talking probably about $80 to $100 probably, something like that.
Let's see, 80. It's the FS 901. So let's look at red brown. Yeah.
They're worth about 4 pounds of bacon, says Papa Giorgio. And probably a couple of brownies on the side.
Now, if it got details, it's going to be less than that.
See, I'm looking at MS60, and it's at 40.
It shows 40, but they don't have anything to go off of.
No, they don't have anything to go off of. And 62, they had 3. 62, they have 3 graded, and they have 50, but there's no auction records or.
So it just kind of depends. There's not a whole lot to go off of on that, on the value. But if the coin got details, it's just not gonna be worth as much as if it straight grade. So
no, it's a great find. I wouldn't expect a lot out of it because to be honest, it just doesn't have that eye appeal.
Red brown, Joey, definitely not red. There's too much carbon and too much browning of the turning of the color that it wouldn't get a straight red.
If I found that in that condition, if I found that exact coin, that coin would stay with me. That would stay in my collection.
Joey, you're certainly welcome to send it to Annex. If you don't want to spend a bunch of money on it, you just want to see what they say, send it to them.
Yeah, absolutely.
True.
Yep. I mean, I probably would. If it was my coin, I probably would send it to Annex just to get it, just to keep it safe and
protect it a little bit.
Yeah, protect it a little bit better. I mean, I think eventually it's already getting to that, once you break that barrier and it's already got that zinc rot started, that just spreads. And I don't think it matters what you have it in. I think eventually it's just going to keep spreading, but that will slow that process down for sure. So, yeah, the D is much more, not much more, but it is more desirable and harder to find.
How do you make a fair offer for a variety that doesn't have and market data on eBay and isn't a CPG variety?
You probably can find it on eBay. You probably can find sold.
You could certainly start it at $1 and see what it sells for. That's the best way to find out. But unfortunately, if it's sold for less than you were hoping for, that could backfire in your face.
Mm-hmm. So. Is it my turn or your turn or whose turn?
It's your turn, Paula.
Well, 2018 Lincoln Cent Air from Christopher C. I've been collecting coins for a while. I just found an in-color Uniface Strike 2018 penny. I posted on a bunch of Facebook, rare coin collectible groups, and my Facebook. DMs have been blowing up with offers. I'm sure they have. Probably Robert Reethy, if I had to guess. I would like to figure out, with your experience, if this coin is as rare as people are telling me. By the way, I've also been told that it could be a fake, but you can usually see zinc traces with fakes. It weighs the normal Uniface Strike penny weight. The coin photos are attached. Let me know if I should move forward with this, or if, in your opinion, it's not worth it. Thank you. So this is indeed a Uniface Strike. And
Wow.
it is very uncommon on the modern coins.
My goodness.
Just because of the way the presses are set up and everything. So with this, you guys, what happened is a planchet was fed sandwiched in between these two coins, and one side just did not get struck. So there is somewhere out there a Uniface Strike with a reverse and no obverse.
So it's two coins
It's a sandwich.
bunched like that.
It's a sandwich. Yep. So and the weight's going to be normal because the strike has nothing to do with the weight of the planchet.
Right.
That's the planchet is the planchet. So the weight will be normal. That won't tell anything. Yeah, this is a great find.
Like, are these valuable?
In great condition.
This is on the valuable side. This is a coin, and it's in great condition.
Yeah.
A little bit of fingerprinting, it looks like, maybe, but this is a coin that I would
definitely grade this one.
I would definitely
what you're saying.
Yeah. Like I said, these are on the rarer side of the error scale, and especially on modern coins.
Wow, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. No, two.
Eric, just two. Yeah.
So it was sandwiched in between. So it was, one.
So
only one side was struck by the die. One side of this planchet. There was another planchet that also had one side struck.
Right.
Yeah.
Very cool.
If you had three in there, then just one planchet would come out with nothing on it.
Yeah.
Blank planchet.
Blank planchet, yeah. Yeah.
It would be special if it had the DDO, right?
Paul, I was thinking the same thing. Wouldn't the strike be stronger because of it being double thickness?
It is strong.
It is strong. It is a strong strike. I mean,
it's only going to be so strong.
Right.
You know. Planchet, etc.
Planchet,
etc.
Yeah, you need to find the other coin. That would be awesome.
It is a strong strike. It is a great strike. Well, you would never be able to match them up anyway. You'd never be able to say, unless you could find that specific die pairing. Like, you couldn't.
What if they came in the same roll?
Well, that would be pretty, and that actually would not be unheard of, right? Because
yeah.
Now, did they find the other one? Maybe they found the other one.
Or maybe somebody took that, and you know how they on when they're putting them in their cash registers,
swallowed it,
or swallow. Yeah, there's no.
Like, what's this thing? And threw it in the trash.
Well, I think swallowing it would be an option. I don't know, just saying.
Or it's in a parking lot on the ground somewhere, smushed into the tar.
I don't know. Did he say where he found it? No, he did not say where he found it.
Christopher, and you're in the chat, let us know where you found it. We'd like to know.
Yeah. So for those of you that told Christopher this coin was fake, you need to go back to the beginning and learn the minting process. Or just don't comment. No,
Because
I could see where people could say, and especially, you know, sometimes on these zinc planchets, you get those striations. So they may be people out there telling them it was filed down, or, you know.
Nick's Coins, he didn't say where he's from either, I don't think.
No.
So
She's like, "Where's he from? I need to go out and find
well,
see if
he's
I can
from
find
somewhere
the
on the East Coast, somewhere
see if I can find the other one."
east of the Mississippi.
Yeah,
I mean, it was released out there 4 years ago sometime, so
it's a great
no telling.
So what is that?
And
kinda
it's
on
got
the
a little
rim
bit
there?
of thinning. It's got a little bit of thinning because of the strong strike. That
Okay.
metal got got like in between the collar.
Okay.
It just pushed down in between that collar because that strike was so strong. So it's got that thinning.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a find, right? Find it in your pocket.
Mhm.
You know, if you found it in your pocket change, you imagine?
That's crazy, huh?
Great coin. Great coin. Amanda?
BMP 804. Finally got my 14-year-old to go through his wheat cents and organize some of his collection. We don't know when this came out of a bank bag or roll, but excited to add this to his collection.
Wow.
Wow.
1917.
I love this. What a great eye. Look how circulated that coin is.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh my goodness,
yeah.
that's amazing. That's awesome.
This is there's a huge spread on this. So,
gosh.
Look at how thick those are.
But what a great eye, because, you know, I love that notch in the 9. I love that notch in the 9.
Yes, I agree. Love it.
That's an old coin that's been around.
This can be a pricey variety.
What do you think? Like a 4 on this one, Paula?
Yeah.
It's pretty warm.
Yeah, it's pretty warm. I think it's straight grade though.
Yeah, it's probably about $100 coin in this condition. Still very, very nice. I would love to have this.
Oh, right. I think Frank has one of these or 2. Yeah, Frank has cherry picked these before. This is a great variety. I think that's a stretch, Aunt. I think that's a stretch.
Yeah.
But I definitely think it was straight grade, which is, you know.
Still an amazing find either way.
It's a great find. And his 14-year-old, come on.
I mean, he's looking.
I love that. Get that kid a ANA membership. YN membership.
And from Chris, looks like a Strikethrough to me. What's up, Sean and panel? First off, love the channel. I found this 1940 wheat cent today in a bulk buy. The front had the woody look, so I flipped it to the reverse to see how it looked and saw this. I'm guessing it was struck through debris, but I'm at a loss for value of this. I've seen some of the pocket change reports before, but can't recall values on these. What do you think? That's Sean show.
Oh, look at that lamination.
Yeah, right?
Wow.
Humongous lamination.
Huge. It's huge.
So laminations and woodies a lot of times go hand in hand, you guys. If you don't know what a woody is, it's improper alloy mix. And can be contaminations in the alloy. But this is a contamination in the alloy there. So that. I wish it was still attached.
They can definitely give the appearance of a Strikethrough of something, but it's not quite the same.
Yeah. No, it's not. And I think this one was probably helped along a little bit. I think somebody picked at it. You can see that little bit of metal at the bottom pushed up.
Bottom left. Yeah, and the bottom right too.
If you guys ever find something hanging off your coin, don't pick at it. send us a picture first. We'll tell you if it's doo-doo or not. If it's doo-doo, you can pick it off
Or throw it away.
or spend it.
Put it back in the bank.
Right. But yeah.
Wow. This is a really
No, it's
big
not a
website.
fold over, Paul. It's not a fold over. It folded over. Somebody folded it over and pulled it off. Somebody folded. If you guys, that on the bottom right, you can see that little blob of metal there. That's probably from somebody prying that little lamination off.
It probably, the clamshell was probably in the middle and coming up, and somebody just.
Or on the side or something. Somebody
Something like
picked at
that.
it.
Yeah,
Somebody
right.
picked at it. Don't pick at it.
Don't pick your scabs. Don't pick at your scabs.
That's right.
These are great. And these woodies and laminations are so much fun to find.
Woodies are some. You can find some really beautiful woodies out there.
Yeah.
Just gorgeous.
Frank has a whole Lincoln Cent album
Yeah.
with woodies. I think he just picked up a really fantastic one.
He did. I think he was talking about it the other day. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Mom.
And that's it.
That's it.
That's it. Wow.
That's it. Yeah, we could have added more, you guys, but the guys were really nice to me tonight and kept it short and sweet because I'm not feeling real well.
Sean is on his way
Sean
back.
is traveling. He's on his way back.
Family. So
Mhm. He went to Washington to visit family, so he's on his way back, and he's got a fire. They had a huge fire. You know, we had a huge fire here. It's actually still burning. It's only a 35% containment. But they had a huge fire break out in Weed at a lumber place. Went up in flames, and now it's up to like 1,500 square miles or something. I don't know.
oh my God.
Acres, something. Anyway, acres. It's big. So he's got that he's going to be driving through. He messaged me on his way up to Washington. Said, "You got some great air quality here." Like, yeah, I know, it's disgusting, because he drove right past me on his way up to Washington. And it was bad. It was so bad. I actually had stuff packed for a little bit.
Wow.
Because it was 15 miles. It was 15 miles away. So if you guys want to look it up, it's called the Rum Creek Fire. That's the fire by me.
So what did you pack?
None, yeah.
Her coins. She put them all. You
I
guys
mean,
put them all in her
Of
suitcase.
course.
I'm taking these with me.
I mean,
Of
that's what I'm
course.
wondering.
When you pack for things like that, you take your papers, birth certificates, things like that. You take essentials, pictures, things that can't easily be replaced.
Your kids.
A lot of my coins could probably be easily replaced, but some of them couldn't. So I have some gifts that are priceless to me.
Yeah.
So my flat stapler. Shut up, Indigon. Golly. Okay. A stapler.
You have a red swing line, like what's his face on Office
That's
Space?
right. Battery operated toothbrush, of course. Do I have a what?
Red swing line stapler like the guy on Office
I
Space.
do not own a stapler, and that is not a joke. I don't own a stapler.
You have my stapler. I want my stapler back.
No.
Yeah, after that one experience, she doesn't like to use staples.
I use my flips. I don't do staples. So. Terrible, isn't that? Yeah, and here too, Joey. I thought we were gonna get by this year and not have one, but we had one thunderstorm. That's all it took. Lightning strike. Our fires 2 years ago were up and down the freeway, up and down I-5, and those were arson. And they actually burned whole towns down.
Man.
Yeah. It spread so fast that they had to we didn't have enough resources, and you could hear over the scanner where the fire department was saying, just let that burn, just let that burn, just let that burn. Whole neighborhoods, they were having to pass by and just let them burn.
Man.
Yeah, it was really windy and it just spread so fast. It was horrible. So heartbreaking.
Milton, yes. Sharp Ride. Milton Stapler.
Yeah, I used the double pocket flips too, the plastic ones, Eric. She left her table. Shut up, Jeffrey. I never went back for it. I sure didn't. If we would only had a toothpick, Schumer, we would only have all it would have taken, even a pin, a toothpick or a pin, anything. No, I got so excited. Whatever. Why are we talking about this? Can we change the subject?
Don't we have a link to that video?
Anyway, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed. No, we don't. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed all of those great coins. If you guys have any more questions, we'll stay for a few minutes and take your questions. I'm going to play our intro on our outro. So you guys who weren't here before to see our intro can watch it again, because Shannon made us a great intro. I'm going to play it as we depart. So if you guys don't have any more questions, we'll be back next week. And Sean, hopefully, will be back next week. This is 2 weeks in a row. He doesn't usually join our last Monday of the month chit chat, though. One of these times we're going to make him and drag him in here.
He will.
Yeah, they were great submissions. Great submissions. So thank you so much, you guys. Adam,
thanks for coming.
Or Shannon, you want to
hanging out with us? Yeah. Everybody, make sure and hit the like if you haven't, if you do like it, or you can get the thumbs down if you don't.
Have your mama and your dada and all those people subscribe.
That's right. And send your stuff in. I'll put the link in one more time for the email. And
Tupac, send me a picture. Send me a picture of it, John.
Yeah.
1921 program. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, definitely send us pictures. All right, I'm going to play our intro, outro. Thanks again, you guys, for coming.
Everybody take care.
Ciao.